Off-roading is a popular pastime for some. Here are the top 10 best off-road vehicles. Number 10. Howe & Howe Ripsaw EV2. The Howe & Howe Ripsaw EV2 has been called the fastest dual-tracked vehicle ever built. With 600 horsepower, this awesome off-road vehicle can reach top speeds of 60 miles per hour. Furthermore, unlike other off-road vehicles which lumber along, the Howe & Howe Ripsaw EV2 can accelerate like a sports car. The Ripsaw is built by Howe & Howe Technology and was originally developed for the military. But this unique version, the EV2, is open for civilian purchase. At 9,000 pounds and a range of 300 miles, the Ripsaw EV2 can comfortably seat 2 people in its cab. So how much does one of these luxury off-road vehicles cost? You can purchase the Howe & Howe Ripsaw EV2 for $295,000 US. Number 9. The Torsus Praetorian. The Torsus Praetorian is not just an off-road vehicle, it's an entire off-road bus. In fact, it was the world's first off-road bus. With 4x4 capabilities, the Torsus Praetorian can comfortably seat up to 35 people. It boasts a 6.9-liter 6-cylinder diesel engine and is ideal for oil and gas and mining industries. It is also designed for disaster and emergency relief situations. Because of its size, it can easily transport a lot of equipment, and because of its build, it can easily traverse even the toughest terrain, including rocks, sand, snow, and ice. Number 8. The EFV. The Expeditionary Fighting Vehicle is an amphibious fighting vehicle developed by General Dynamics. Its development took place during the 1990s and 2000s. It was built for the U.S. Marine Corps and was meant to be launched at sea from an assault ship. The EFV was able to transport 17 fully equipped Marines from an assault ship to shore, and once on shore, it could easily travel over tough terrain on land. At 35 feet long and at 12 feet wide, the EFV boasted an Mk-44 Bushmaster II cannon and an M240 machine gun. It also featured 14 retractable independent hydraulic suspension units. This amazing off-road vehicle didn't come cheap though. EFVs cost $22.5 million US per unit. Before we move on, be sure to subscribe to Daily Top 10s with notifications on so you don't miss any of our videos. Number 7. The Toyo Tires Ferret. Designed by Toyo Tires to show off the capability of their tires, the custom-made Toyo Tires Ferret is an armored scout vehicle intended for military use. With an LS V8 engine, the Toyo Tires Ferret features a custom-built grappling hook launcher attached to a winch cable and 6 39-inch custom tires, which are, of course, manufactured by Toyo. But what makes this off-road vehicle unique are its middle tires. They are hydraulically driven. Toyo partnered with Action Vehicles Engineering to create this awesome off-road vehicle. They also partnered with BJ Baldwin, a 7-time off-road racing world champion, who drove the Ferret during promo videos. Number 6. The Burlock. Built by Russian engineers for North Pole exploration, the Burlock is a 6-wheeled off-road vehicle with some pretty unique capabilities. The Burlock was built to make the first ever trans-Arctic expedition, and as such, it features a lot of things that regular off-road vehicles do not, including a kitchen, a shower, and sleeping quarters. Furthermore, it is very heavily insulated, so passengers can stay warm even during the most extreme Arctic temperatures. And the Burlock has a propeller, so it can float its way through the treacherous Arctic sea ice. The Burlock is made by Alexei Makarov, and with 150 horsepower and a Cummins ISF engine, the Burlock is making the Arctic far more accessible for explorers and researchers alike. Number 5. The Sherp. The Sherp is an all-terrain amphibious vehicle that is comfortable both on land and in the water. The Sherp has a displacement of 7,000 pounds and a completely sealed cab, so this handy off-road vehicle can easily float in the water, even without its tires. The Sherp was founded in 2012 and designed by Alexei Garagashian and first introduced to the public in 2015. The Sherp features a 1.5-liter inline-4 turbo diesel engine, has a 2,204-pound capacity, and can tow up to 2,500 pounds. It also has a 23-inch clearance and can climb over obstacles as tall as 6 feet. It can traverse a lot of different, tough terrain, including mud marshes and snow. It also features unique tires that are deeply grooved. In the water, these deep grooves allow its tires to act as paddles. It is available for sale all over the world and costs around $65,000 US. Number 4. The Aton Impulse Viking 2992. The Aton Impulse Viking is a 7-seater, grenade-proof, extremely fuel-efficient off-road vehicle. It weighs over 3 tons and tops out at 82 horsepower. The Impulse Viking 2992 is produced in southwest Russia at the megaplex of Nyberezhny Chelny. It was designed with rescue in mind and is an effective emergency rescue vehicle. It can travel 37 miles per hour on land, but in the water, it slows down significantly to 9.3 miles. It can take on a slope of 38 degrees and can tilt itself to a 42-degree slope. It has 10 inches of ground clearance, and the tire pressure in its gigantic balloon tires can be adjusted directly from the cabin. For a standard, non-upgraded unit, the Impulse Viking 2992 is somewhat of a steal compared to other high-tech off-road vehicles, coming in at around $200,000 US. Number 3. The Rollagon. When William Albee was on an Arctic expedition in 1951, he came across the Inuit people using inflated seal hides to drag their boats on shore. This ingenuity inspired Albee to create his own off-road vehicle. The result? The Rollagon. The Rollagon is a unique off-road vehicle that distributes its weight over a large surface area. The Rollagon's tires have a tire pressure of only 5 pounds per square inch, which is very low. The low-pressure tires allow the tires to engulf obstacles, like bumps and rocks, instead of rolling over top of them. The Rollagon then can roll quite effectively over a variety of soft terrain, including deserts and Arctic tundra. In fact, it can even roll over people, as seen in a series of promotional photos. Lacking a need for speed, the Rollagon won't get you where you need to be quickly. It has a top speed of 10 miles per hour. But it will get you to a place where most vehicles cannot, given the diversity of the terrain the Rollagon can roll across. Number 2. The TC497 Overland Train Mark II. The TC497 Overland Train Mark II is one of the most unique off-road vehicles ever built. The Mark II was built during the 1950s, and it was built for the US Army. It was developed by Letourneau Inc. and made its debut in February 1962. The Mark II was one of 4 unique overland trains built during that time. The train Mark II was built from welded aluminum, making it fairly lightweight for its size. It featured 4 1,170 horsepower Solar 10 MC engines, with 1 in the control car and 3 others spread out in various places along the vehicle. It could carry 150 tons of cargo and travel 20 miles per hour. It also featured a unique 6-wheeled cabin that stood 30 feet tall. This cabin could accommodate a crew of 6 and came complete with sleeping quarters, a toilet, and a galley. But the truly unique aspect of the Mark II was its length. At over 600 feet long, the Overland Train Mark II holds the world record for the longest off-road vehicle ever built. The Army didn't use it much though, and it was eventually sold for $1.4 million. Most of it was disassembled and sold for scraps, but the control cap, which is still intact, remains in Yuma today. Number 1. Chainlink Extreme 4x4. The Chainlink Extreme 4x4 is a one-of-a-kind, custom-built, amazing off-road vehicle. Weighing in at 5,900 pounds, this off-roading machine was originally a Jeep, but has since undergone substantive modifications to turn it into the magnificent beast that it is today. The Chainlink Extreme is the brainchild of Cameron Carlson, who had always dreamed of building the ultimate off-road vehicle. It features a body made from steel tubing and a fuel-injected Ford 5.0 V8 engine from a 1993 Ford Mustang. It can crawl and pivot over things because of its unique articulate suspension. It features a front tire that can lift 7 feet into the air, or if it needs help from its back tires, they can lift 4 feet into the air. Its wheelbase can transform from a 102 to an 80-inch wheelbase by moving the swing arms. Its superb suspension allows for 40 inches of clearance. Operating an off-road vehicle of this complexity requires an equally complex cockpit, which the Chainlink Extreme has. Its cockpit is full of complicated levers and switches, which Cameron, who is very experienced in operating heavy equipment, operates with ease. The Chainlink Extreme 4x4 is one of the most unique and best off-road vehicles ever built, which is why it has earned the top spot on this list of top 10 best off-road vehicles.